Hey YouTube, I realized I've been riding all my life and I've done a number of motorcycle vehicle videos, but I've never done a video on the number one single most important piece of safety equipment for the bike, which is the helmet. Now, this is my everyday riding helmet. It's a Sidisi. I've never had a Sidisi. I usually wear an HJC or an Icon, but I saw this one, and when I got my new bike, I picked it up, and I actually picked up the Bluetooth with it. And so I figured, let's do a video. I had a guy yesterday. He asked me, what guys always ask, hey, how do you ride so fast? How do you go, 170, 180, 200 miles an hour on your bike? And I'm like, well, your bike does the same thing. And, inevitably it comes down to them saying, well, when they start going fast, 140, 150, their vision gets blurry. They can't see because it's blurry. And it's not blurry because their vision got blurry. It's blurry because of the helmet that they're using. So we'll go over a few things. The most important things with the helmet is that it fit properly. And this is why a lot of guys can't ride quickly, because their helmets don't fit properly. Your helmet, when you put it on and you're trying it on at the store, dealership, wherever you're getting it from, once you put that helmet on, it should almost fit too tight. It should almost be too tight. When you shake it, when you put it on, shake your head from left to right. If the helmet moves, it's too big. The next thing you should know is when you put the helmet on, some helmet shields, the faceplate, the shield, have a beveled look to them. And it'll look beveled. It'll look like the closest thing I could think of is like a fly's vision, like a honeycomb kind of thing. So when you put the helmet on, it should be almost too tight. It shouldn't move from left to right. Pull the visor down, the wind visor down, this thing, the faceplate. And if it doesn't look as clear as your natural vision, don't get it. At high speeds, it only gets worse. You're trying to see, you're trying to pinpoint, and don't get it. That beveling won't come because of the shield. It's actually the manufacturer, so every one of their shields for that make and model of the helmet is going to be the same. The next thing is when you try it on, and again, it's too tight, your lips should almost touch. Your lips, well, not should almost, your lips should touch the front, the inside front of the shield. And that's how you know it's okay. If your lips are like pressed up against it and you can't open your mouth, then yeah, it might be too tight, but your lips should definitely touch the front of the helmet. So it's shaking side to side to make sure it's tight. Your lips should touch here, and your vision from the windshield should be clear. And that's it. When you're moving at 160 miles an hour and this helmet doesn't fit properly and it's doing this and moving around, you can't see. That's why these guys, they can't travel at high rates of speed. It's not that the wind or anything, it's because the helmet is on your head and it's a part of you. It should be tight. The strap should be tight down on your neck or underneath your chin, and it shouldn't move unless you move. And so when you're going and it starts vibrating and it's doing this, you can't see, and that's the problem most guys are having. Of course, your helmet, whatever brand you choose, there's a debate on, they have Shoei, Arai, Icon, who's the best, what's the best, and that's, nobody knows which helmet is the best. But whatever you get, whatever brand you get, it should be, and I don't know if this one has it. Yep, there we go. It should be DOT certified. It has to, no matter, if you don't get a DOT certified, you might as well just be riding around with a baseball cap on. I didn't know that this one, if this one, I hadn't looked at it. I remember that I needed to make a video on helmets, and so I came in and I just grabbed my helmet on the way inside and started making the video. But that's the most important thing, guys. Your helmet should be almost too tight. When you put it on, it should not move. No matter how you shake your head, how hard you shake it, the helmet should not move. The chin cushions on the inside should be firmly pressed up against your cheek. They should be smushing, kind of smushing your cheeks. Your lips should be pressed up against the front, and that's why we have this breathing apparatus there, because your lips are going to be pressed up against there, and they have a screen so that you can breathe through. You don't want, it's not an airflow screen so that air can come up in there. I mean, you're doing 140 and air is rushing in there into your eyes and everywhere. That air should be going right into your mouth. And so that's it. You want something that you could see out of, something that's snug and tight, almost too tight. I can't emphasize it enough. It should be almost too tight. And the visor should be clear. 100% should be almost, better than, like clear. When you pull it down, it should be as clear as your own vision when you pull that visor down. There shouldn't be any negative impact on what you see once you pull that visor down. And of course, something that's DOT certified. Department of Transportation has certified it, and they're making their helmets up to the minimum. That's the minimum standard, the DOT certified. And that's it. Everything else, it's going to be, how you get your helmet, if you want, Bluetooth or, hands-free operation in there, that's all separate and that's all user preference. But, this, what I've said so far is the basics, and to get you to be able to ride as quickly as you want to be able to, that's what you need to do with your helmet, and that's how your helmet should fit. And I hope this helps everyone out there that keeps asking me, about, riding quickly and whatnot. If you can't see, you can't do it, and no one's going to move any quicker than they can without seeing properly. And that's why a lot of you guys don't, when you get to 130, 140, you back off because your helmet's vibrating so quickly and it's moving around and you can't see it. Like, oh, okay, let me slow down. But I hope this helps a lot of guys out there. And helmets, gloves, jackets, and even pants, even though I've never owned a pair of leather pants. That's what we need to ride on the streets. All right, have a good day.